Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is City of Gangsters Strategy and Tactics, Episode 1 on the full version of the game. Version 1.01 is nigh. It is going to be publicly available this Monday. But the developers have given me the an early access to the full build and the green light to go ahead and release this a little bit early just to give you guys a taste. So what is City of Gangsters? It is a gangster business simulator set in the 1920s Prohibition era. You are a gangster. Your whole deal is dealing in illegal alcohol, making as much money as you can from that, expanding your territory, your influence, and the business therein. And one other thing I noticed about this game when I was doing the preview version of it, the demo version, it's a game in which you have an individual or several individuals moving them around a map trying to become successful. You know what? There's another game that I covered extensively earlier in my channel's career that had a similar physical vibe to it. That's right, for those of you veterans, This Grand Life. Now, granted, the similarities between the two games stop there. Oh, well, actually, no. Maybe they both involve beating the crap out of people for fun and profit. But they're two different, completely different beasts, two different developers. But the theme is there. So you know what? Let's bring Nema out to play. Our friend Nema Relicta from the previous series, and of course, our starting skill, Street Brawler. Improves your outfit's prowess with non-firearm weapons. Now, is this necessarily the most min-maxy starting skill that you could choose? Maybe not. I haven't tested them all, but there are lots of them sound really good. However, there are some really good merits to this, which I'll explain as we go along. Now, for her, we're going for the map Pittsburgh. We were on Chicago last time. I figured pick a different map. And we are going with the Czech nationality. Now, the reason why I went with Czech is Relicta, her last name. I actually plugged that into like a last name origin finder. First of all, I made up that name, Relicta, up completely. Just add, it's Latin for relic, meaning forgotten. But apparently that's an actual Czech name. So I decided, right, fine, she's Czech. So let's dive in, shall we? The game is procedurally generated. So basically what they do is they take the real life topography of the various city maps, but then within that topography, the actual street layouts are semi-randomized, and the actual businesses populated therein are very much randomized. So you're going to get a different playthrough every time. You finally arrive in the big city, Pittsburgh. The year's 1920. So yeah, National Prohibition Act just made it illegal to sell alcohol, but there's lots of people that still want to buy alcohol. That's where we come in. Let's see where we're located. Ooh, way down here in the corner. Interesting. Okay, so now our random traits here. We are friendly and irreverent. Not too bad. The friendly is definitely going to help out with relationships. And to our name, we have exactly $100 and a baseball bat. Now, there's a couple of businesses, a couple of things that we start out here with. We start with a barbershop here. This is not our barbershop, but it's a family friend. Josephina. Oh man, I'm going to need to look up how to pronounce that because I'm going to want to say it correctly. Well, that's what you get for rolling Czech. So Josephina's Barbershop here. That is the front business for the operation. It's legal, it's legal to operate a barbershop in the 1920s, but in the back of the barbershop, well, while not right now, we don't have anything producing right now, we have the potential. Because the barbershop has neutral alcohol. So we can skim some of that off for free from Josephina. And when I saw here that the Barbershop here is producing neutral alcohol, I realized what that represents. That's the blue comb liquid. That is the neutral alcohol that we're siphoning off. And you know what you can make out of neutral alcohol? You can make moonshine. 10 neutral alcohol plus some Crocs makes us moonshine. So we're going to be making some barbershop moonshine here. But, before we get our operations up and running, we gotta sell some stuff to raise some cash. We do start the game off with a whole bunch of Crocs of different alcohols, including moonshine. We need to find buyers of these and liquidate those so that we might, be able to raise enough money to build the production so we can make more. Let's put away the baseball bat. I don't see any rivals in our vicinity at the moment. We don't actually need... Well, I'm going to have a little bit of money just in case we need to, do a little bribe here or pick up a little odder end. I'm going to liquidate these things first, and then we'll take a little bit of moonshine, and then we can always come back for more moonshine. Alright, finish loading. Now we have 3 action points and 10 movement points. Every time you move to a different block, that takes a movement point. Exploring into the fog of war takes you 5 movement points, but then that's permanently explored. And then it takes action points to talk to or interact with or do business with some of your various people here. So we're here... So the only real business on this corner in our HQ is our barber shop. All these other buildings are inconsequential to us. And they're either residences or businesses that, are of no use to us. So let's go explore. Let's see what there is to see. There's going to be a few people in our neighborhood that know us well enough to be, willing to talk about illegal activities. You can't just show up at our stranger's door and start selling illegal stuff. You got to get them to trust you first. Let's go up here. So we got 2 different things. M&W Cafeteria, they know someone who might be useful to you, and Green's Cafeteria also know somebody might be useful to us. All right, so now this person, they already know us. They're mellow and strong. So yeah, plus 20, they know us from way back in the day. So this is one of the starting freebies that they give you. So they're willing to, do some shady stuff with us. Let's talk about buying and selling. They just want to buy cigarettes, but we don't have any cigarettes. So yeah, not everyone, even if they trust you, not everyone's actually interested in alcohol. So I can't just force her to buy the stuff. That being said, she does owe me a favor, and she might know someone who is buying or selling something that I need. So let's do that. Meet my friend Richard. Tell me more. All right, so Richard lives here in the fog of war. Now she can put in a good word to Richard. That's not only going to explore the fog of war, but also give me a relationship boost with Richard to where he'll trust me enough to do illegal stuff. Very useful. There we go. And so we spent our favor, but I think that's a favor well spent, because now I don't have to use the extra movement points to bust this fog of war. Now, while I'm here, let's talk to Green's Cafeteria. Let's see what they have here. They also only want to buy cigarettes. Well, let's talk about that favor. You should meet my friend Walter. Tell me more. So Walter's all the way over here, but also might be someone worthwhile meeting, so I'm willing to put in the favor. Boom. Alright, so Walter's all the way over there. We're going to have to do a little exploration to get to Walter, so I'll save him for later. Yeah, let's go over here. We've got 1 action point left. We've got 9 movement, so we can do some fog busting if we really want to. I mean, maybe I could go over here and go say hi, do a little fog busting while we're at it. Now, these are unknown businesses. They're likely to be useful to me, but I have to scout them out, and that costs me an action point. So let's use our things here and go talk to the person that we were introduced to. Walter Boone of Cafe Kazan. Coffee, black as hell, strong as death, sweet as love. Customers frequently order the special, which comes from a hidden cupboard. Perhaps we should supply a new special item for them to sell. Well, perhaps we should. Ah, yes. So we have a moonshine buyer. He also wants cigarettes. Cigarettes, I need to look into ways to make in cigarettes, because there's a lot of demand for cigs around here. Yes, I want to sell moonshine. Let's talk about the cost. We can haggle them to a different different price here, and we can get some more. And we need some more. And he's going to be buying 10, and he's actually willing to buy more, but that 10's all we have in the car. But that's worth $240. And again, this is 1920s. $240 is not a small chunk of change. Now, he's got a little chance for networking, too. Also, by the way, selling him all that illegal hooch restored our relationship with him. He was a little resentful that we raised prices, but then, we're doing illegal business. I scratch his back, he scratches my back, so we trust each other a bit more. So we've got some good favor, and now he owes me a favor. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my turn here. And then, that'll refresh my stuff. Boop! Oh, we found a, well, hi there. We found 3, hoodlums. Now, these are corner hoodlums. They are, basically, they're like one province miners. They are individuals that control a single street corner. They will not expand their influence further, but they can go out and bother businesses. But they could also be allies too. So it's how you deal with them is up to you. So let's talk to you, and let's talk about that favor you owe me. And since you know somebody, I will absolutely. You want to meet my friend George? George is right next door. Heck yeah, put in a good word for me. This is how you find buyers and get strangers to trust you, by having somebody else put in a good word for you. So since we're here, let's go talk to George. George Pierce. I think they're related here. They want moonshine. They also want beer, and also Applejack. That's a new one. Do we have some in the car? I think we have some in the car. No, we have wine and cider. So he wants what we don't have. But that's okay. I'm glad I met the guy. Not much to do with him right now. But I know I can bring a whole crap ton of moonshine over this way, and it will be purchased. So while we're back here, let's scope out these businesses. Might as well, since we're going to be in the area. Now this person, complete stranger. They like us a little tiny bit because we're friendly, but that's not enough to trust us with illegal stuff. It does mention that there's a special here. You get a feeling she trades in black market goods, but doesn't trust you enough to say more. So she very well may buy some hooch, but she doesn't trust us enough to talk to us. That's okay. That's okay. No, nothing we can really do with her now. The other thing I want to do here is I want to get our territory expanding here. Let's talk to you. In order to get your territory expanding, you need someone to owe you a favor. They knew you way back. Oh, so this would have been a freebie, but this guy's irritable. So he just doesn't like us enough. Well, that's unfortunate. Do we know somebody who can, sort of give us put in a good word for him? Because he's in a really good spot. No, I already spent my favors with them. We can go talk to Murphy's Snooker and Billiards. Let's go over here. We got movement points to burn. This is the other person they introduced me to. Hard cider and moonshine. Okay, well, we can do the cider. We'll spike up the cost of the cider. He'll buy all but one. And since we've got the spare movement points, let's go in here. We can restock our supplies. It's going to be obnoxious selling that. Well, actually, you know what? Here's what we can do. We can... Well, selling one unit of thing takes up a whole action point. That's kind of annoying. So I'm actually going to put the one hard cider away, grab the moonshine crocks, put some money away. If you get caught by the cops, they will take everything that's on your possession, including cash. So, yeah, let's just do that. All right, end the turn. All right, let's go sell some more. Sell some moonshine. Now we can't renegotiate prices just yet. In that case, you know what? Let's hold off on selling him the moonshine because I want to sell it at the higher price. What I can do is expand our territory, which actually is going to mean we need cash. 160 bucks. Okay. So let me go get some cash. I preemptively put the stuff away. A little bit of wasted movement, but that's okay. We want to get our territory, because it takes time for your territory to expand. So essentially what we're doing is this guy's going to open up a front business for us. Now, we're not going to be producing stuff here, but what he's going to be doing is going to be expanding our influence. Oh. He doesn't want to do it. What's your thing? He's uptight. He's uptight. That means he's not really willing to get into illegal stuff other than the hooch. He's willing to buy the hooch, but he's not willing to do the front. He's a little nervous Nelly here. And that's unfortunate, because he's in a prime spot, because your things expand out into a plus, so it would give us this whole chunk of territory right here. Now, there are 2 other stores on this block, but they don't trust us enough. Yeah, you just fix vehicles. Foodstuffs. Ooh, so you sell grape concentrate and bottles. So you'd be, if we ever wanted to start up winemaking, we could, this guy's like a one-stop shop for that. Let me see. Who, support with a common friend. So we could get a boost from here. But I don't know if that's going to really help us out. Yeah, you know what? Let's get that boost. Because that might have her owe me another favor to get that boost out of her. Yep, that generated another favor. Which means I might be able to transfer. This is what I call favor chaining. Alright, no, I didn't actually sell anything to him yet, so that's fine. We'll end our turn here. And we got a new level, yes, okay. So, we can upgrade the number of skill, the action points we get, the movement points, or our brawling skill. We haven't encountered anyone that we want to fight yet, so I'm going to go with the action points, because that's kind of our bottleneck here. Okay, let's see here. Common friend. We could also, well, having her expand the territories, not because we already own this spot, it would only go out to here and here. It'd be kind of a waste. So let's see if we can get a common friend. We could get you here. Or we could trade the favor right back to the guy. But no, we've already boosted the favors here. But she already likes us, so we don't necessarily need that. So we'll just hold on to that favor. We'd want someone over here, maybe. Scope out these businesses, because this would be another good corner to start working on our stuff. Actually, let's go down here, because we could just start this. It's not the most efficient, but I'll take it. Bluebird Hall. Buying and selling. She trades in things you don't know about yet. So when it says you trade in things you don't know about, there's some items that we just don't know how to craft, like higher tier boozes or materials. And so we've never encountered those before, so we can't really ask to buy them or sell them, which is fine. That's fine. But let's see if we can't get our territory going here. 160 bucks. Let's shake on it. There we go. So now it's going to start emanating from here. How's our front doing? Let's talk about the locals. So now we can start working on assimilating additional corners for 10 bucks a month. This will do that. And now, here's the fun part about gaining territories. Now you can start leaning on businesses for protection that fall within your territory. Now this guy, let's see. Oh, he wants to buy. He wants moonshine. So let's talk about that cost. Let's sell you that moonshine. Get that up there. We don't have, and we're about to lean on him for protection. But yeah, we'll go from there. All right, we got no more action points, but we've got 8 movement points, which means we can do a little fog busting here. So where do I want to fog bust? Yeah, this corner seems good here. There we go. And then we can actually make our way back home. Next turn, restock. Now, as far as like what's our goal here? We need $1,000. Moonshine is the most expensive operation to get up and running. So we gotta compared to all the other tier 1 stuff. But we start with the skill for moonshine manufacture, and we start with the raw materials being produced for free. So yeah, we want to start up with moonshine, and there's so many moonshine buyers around here. Everyone wants our Barbasol. Barbersol moonshine, delicious. In fact, I'm going to put away the brick wine, and or rather, I'll take as much moonshine as I can. Put away our money, so we, just in case. We'll come down here, and let's lean on our friend here. Great news! We've taken over this corner. Things will be better around here. That's good of you to say. But we should make things better together. Let's demand payment. So yeah, it costs us 10 bucks a month to expand, but now we can lean on this business for 20, if he agrees. We'll see. You know I can. All right, so this guy, it lowers your relationship because our relationship is high enough, they pass it off as like, oh yeah, I'll help you out, I gotcha, and they, you know, they're not. They still like us. They still want our booze. And yeah, you're our uncle, Nema Relicta. So thank you, Uncle. Thank you for the cash. We'll see you at the next family cookout. Now we could get some. He does owe us. Let's see if we can get some. No. He only knows Josephina, and she already loves us, so we don't need any of that from him. But that's fine. Let's go and liquidate more of our moonshine up here. Moonshine. Let's talk about the cost. 9 crocs. Boom. Now, as you sell them stuff, their demand will slowly regenerate over time. But you know, if I check back tomorrow or the next turn, you might want like one or two more. So you can't just hover over the same buyer. You need to spread out your buyers. And you need a lot of them in order to soak up your supply. Such as this one. Moonshine. Let's talk about that cost. Ooh, you are a thirsty boy. 46 crocs. Well, that's going to give us enough to start our production. So don't you worry, friend. Don't you worry. We got you covered. You owe us a favor. We could get in with the local troublemakers. Let's see who do you have in common? Oh, just this guy. Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's get me in with the local troublemakers, the Pierce boys. So this is going to give us a contact with them. It's a way to be diplomatic. Gerald Pierce, yeah. So now these guys, he's interested in brawling. He's independent. He hasn't done anything to bother me yet, and yeah, he's got plus 15. So they you know, hopefully he leaves us alone. I have no reason to fight him right now. This is his corner up here. I'm not going to go messing with his corner because we got other things. All right, let's get home and get our production started. All right. Let's transfer our cash monies into the bank. Get you, get you. Backroom Moonshine operation. Build. Yes. So it takes us 5 turns to actually physically build this, but that's fine. Now, in order for production to commence, we need neutral alcohol. We get that from the Barbershop, but we also need to get crocks. So we need to find people that sell us crocks. So that's going to be part of our next phase here. Also liquidating the rest of this wine. I have not found a buyer for the wine yet, but we're not producing it. So if we find one buyer, we can slowly sell it off to them. Might as well carry our baseball bat since we're not in dire need. Well, actually, we are going to want to grab as many one baseball bat's fine. It doesn't take up much room. And it looks like we have some missions and some other goodies here. How's our expansion coming along? So it costs us 10 a month to start expanding, but we have one business paying us 20, so we get the profit there. And yeah, we can't direct trade. What do you have a so that little icon right here means they have a mission for me. Let's take a look. New era's prohibition has given our family a golden opportunity. I think our family can run this town someday. You need a strong leader. That's why I've come to run things, of course. Have you now? Well, I think you could prove it by making our family controls more territory. Show me some metal there, and I'm sure the family can provide more help. So we need to have 5 corners on our territory. All right. So we're going to get some help from from Clan Relicta here, if we can show that we've got the chops for these. And that's why I wanted to start my territory expanding. All right. Let us continue exploring here. Because we found a new resource in corn syrup, but we also need to find crocs. Let's see. We can sort by things. So stoneware crocs. We currently do not know anybody that sells stoneware crocs, and these are legal. These you don't need a previous introduction to buy stoneware crocs from somebody. So we just gotta hit the pavement and see if anyone sells things. Well, we got plenty of auto body shops. Which is good, because I had one game where the entire map, like, there was not a single car repair place to find, and my car was starting to break down, and I finally found one at the other end of the map, and it was basically broken by the time I drove there, and I'm like, I'm glad I found the one repair shop that exists in the county. But that's not a problem here. Alright, so is there anybody else that we have not spoken to? We have not spoken up to here, this drug co. They sometimes have, let's talk about buying and selling. And this is one of our freebies here. Oh! Brick wine. Well, let's talk about that cost. 13? Well, it's kind of obnoxious, but I'll take it. And that's all of our action points. And it's also, we can learn skills from this guy, so we might take a look. All right, let's go back home. These are going to annoy me, but the cash that I've been getting is not going to annoy me. Let's actually hold on to some cash, because we want to, if we find a crock seller, we want to be able to buy that crock. Or buy many of those crocks so we can get up and running with our production. Alright, folks, so if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!